I drove over an hour away to an indoor flea market, but what I didn't know was how amazing this was going to be. Today we visited a flea market called the Art and Craft Studio. I stumbled upon this on Facebook Marketplace because a vendor of theirs was advertising his booth, and they had a lot of good stuff, a lot of games, a lot of collectibles, and I wanted to check it out. Now, we didn't have much time to shop around because we had other obligations, and I really wish we had more time because I was not ready for how many games we were seeing in this place. Now, when we walked into this place, it seemed kind of like a normal indoor flea market, antique style. They had sports cards and they had vinyl records up in the front and a bunch of like old decor things as well. But as we start to travel more into the store, you're seeing more pop culture and a lot of amazing things. But by the second booth, I started seeing things that piqued more of my interest, like Transformers and Jurassic Park. They even had some Furbies and a Crash Test dummy doll. A lot of cool things within the second booth already. And this place seemed very promising because only a few steps in, I'm already starting to see video games. I finally stumbled upon the booth that I seen on Facebook Marketplace, and there was a lot of great things right out of the gate. They had some vintage trading cards and a really cool Mr. Satan figure from Dragon Ball Z, as well as some other Dragon Ball Z figures as well. And at the first case, there was already some games we're seeing, like NES and Super Nintendo and some GameCube and Wii. And honestly, if this was the only games we've seen in the store, I would have been completely fine with this because it was more than I usually see in an antique store or a flea market. The only thing is they were kind of light on the DS selection. I only seen a handful of things, but there was something I did want to pick up from there.
I think I'm gonna pick up this Pokemon Dash because I've never seen it.
And within the same booth, I was actually seeing some vintage Pokemon as well as some modern Pokemon cards. And I don't really collect Pokemon cards. I have like 3 graded cards. But honestly, looking through all these cards, it kind of made me want to pick up some. Maybe next time we'll pick up some cards. And while walking further into other booths, I actually stumbled upon a picture of Wario and Waluigi, and it was actually signed by Charles Martinet. That was pretty cool. It had a $150 price tag on it. Not sure if that's what it's going for or not. I am not familiar with autographs and how pricey they can be. And once I got past the front opening area of the store, which is a little bit more on the narrow side, it really opens up into this like warehouse style and had a bunch of booths in there. I wish I would have got an overhead shot of some sort to kind of show it, but this place has 10,000 square feet worth of space for these vendors to set up. One of these cool little vendors has some Motu figures as well as some like VHS and this really cool Pac-Man themed like claw machine thing. It was pretty cool to see. I've never actually seen that before in my life. So as I mentioned before, we were kind of in a rush and I'm trying to like go through all these booths, and we've seen a lot of video games up in the front area, and then I'm starting to see more and more video games like every booth I'm going into, and it's like each booth has more than the one before. And sadly, our time to shop is getting less and less. I even stumbled upon a complete in box Sega Genesis. I never see complete in box games anywhere in my antique stores around my house, or even the flea market. So like seeing this, I was like, okay, we're about to see a lot more things if this is like the first step into like the rest of these games. As we're kind of going through all these booths, I'm seeing more and more games, and they're really decently priced. Like we're seeing like their average range is like between $5 to like $15, which usually people will mark that stuff up. Now there is some games that do have a higher price tag. I think I've seen a Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for like 70, but like it's honestly going for price charting, which I'm not gonna really complain too much about that. But we gotta pause for a second. While shopping, I was going so quick and kind of trying to film things and trying to shop at the same time while on a very, very short time crunch. And I totally missed these Nintendo Powers. Now, I collect Nintendo Powers. I have a lot of issues from the 80s and 90s, but I'm always looking for ones to add to my collection. But I'm also looking for early 2000s issues, and I totally missed this. I didn't see this until I was editing this video that I was like, wow, there was magazines there for $10 to $15. Like I could have picked up like a couple of them, but I wish I would have picked up more. Nintendo Power is definitely something that I like to have in the collection. I like to thumb through one every now and again, and it's just like a nice thing to have. Like I kind of miss having video game magazines in general, so I always want to add as many to my collection as possible. Okay, back to the games. Now, what I was noticing, that if you love disc-based consoles, this was the place to be. They had a ton of PS2 and PS3, as well as some like PS4 and 360 stuff. Like, this wall was huge, and it had so many games within it. Something else I didn't even notice was this Need for Speed Most Wanted on GameCube. I didn't even see this while I was shopping and filming. Like, yeah, clearly I got footage of it, but I was, I guess, going through the motions of filming everything and kind of scanned over it. So I wish I would have picked it up. Hopefully it might still be there next time I go. We plan on making a trip very, very soon to go back, because I definitely want to add it to the collection. I'm always looking to add more GameCube games to the collection itself. But this last booth we went into had some vintage like TMNT figures, as well as some Star Wars toys. And there were some toys laying down on like the front section that I wasn't really familiar with. So if you recognize them, let me know in the comments below what they are. I would always like to know for future reference. But let's check out all the things I picked up from this flea market. I didn't get a ton of things because, like I said numerous times, I was trying to be quick. Next time I go, I'm gonna spend a whole lot more time, but I still picked up, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 5 things, so I can't complain. First things first, Hitman 2 on the PS2. Got this for literally $5. Very happy with this, love the Hitman series. Haven't played it in a long time, but speaking of Hitman, also got Hitman Blood Money. And this one was going for $6, and these were both complete in box, and I'm always going to add great PS2 games to the collection. Next is a PS3 game, and I picked this up because I want to do a video on this series down the road, and plus I've been interested in playing these again, and that is Guitar Hero Legends of Rock. This is a Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock, and this was $10. Not mad about it either. I did actually place an eBay order in for a couple more Guitar Hero games, as well as one of them crap controllers that does like multi-platforms and such. So be on the lookout for a future video of that. I really want to start playing some more Guitar Hero, because I haven't played since like PS2 era, to be completely honest. And then the last two games I got, I don't know if this is sealed or not. It was $10. I don't even think it's gonna be, I don't even know if it's good. I've seen other people's collections, but that is Boogie on the DS. It looked like a rhythm game. I don't know anything about this game, but I've seen it in other people's collections. I was like, I might just try to pick it up. A sealed game, which I think is sealed. I don't know, like, I don't pick up sealed DS games, or really sealed games in general, so like, I don't know if this is a reseal or not, but who cares? It was $10. Don't know if it's good. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever played this before, but I might give it a try. But the big game, I guess I picked up, and I did spend a little bit of money on it, and I probably overpaid. I don't really care, because I really just wanted it, and it's kind of a shitty game, but at the same time I don't care. Pokemon Dash. I paid $60 for this. This is a $20 loose game. It's a $60 complete in box game. Sadly, it is not complete in box. But I don't care. I don't care that it's not complete in box. I never see this game. I never run across it that has the box. I always run across it loose. I don't like getting loose DS games. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to pay up for it. Everything else was pretty cheap. So why not? But yeah, I'm really happy to have this. Not the best Pokemon game in the world, but I want to have every Pokemon game that came out between Game Boy to the DS. So this had to go into the collection. But yeah, that was all I picked up. A lot of great stuff. I plan on going back very, very soon, because I need more time. I need a day where I'm not restricted with time to shop around, and I'll probably be out there in the next like week or two. So you'll probably see another video at the store pretty shortly after this one, probably a week or two after this one goes up. So if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a comment, and always hit the subscribe button if you can. My name is Cameron. This is Retro Carnage. Peace.